There's something unique and different about leadership that allows us to magnify the impact of the people that we lead. We've all worked for a boss, or we've had an athletics coach, or we've had a teacher who just seem to get a little more out of us. Some people do it intuitively, but we can actually teach and train managers how to have their employees be more engaged. Lead really was born out of this idea as there's something to this leadership thing, and can we quantify it? And then can we manage and can we teach it? Well, let's imagine two fast food restaurants and they both got their corporate values on the wall of their boardrooms, right? But I show up at the counter of one fast food restaurant and I can feel that there are values. I go to the counter at another fast food restaurant and I'm sure they have some corporate values, but I'm not experiencing them as a customer. And very likely the employee behind the counter is not experiencing them either. Right? A value on a wall is not very useful, but the values, when they're implemented within the organization and they show up in our people, in our products, and our processes, is when you begin to have culture and you begin to feel the difference, and your customers begin to feel the difference. Every person, when they come to work, they have a potential of who they could be. Then there's like who they have to be to not get fired, right? And the difference between who I have to be to like not get fired and who I could be if I was fully engaged in the work that I'm doing is we call discretionary effort. If we have a rough day at work and I go home because I had a rough day at work and I'm not as good a father or as good a husband as I could have been because I'm emotionally exhausted from the day because I'm following a poor leader, that matters. Like that matters in how my children grow up. So a lot of the work that we do, we want to make sure that like work doesn't always have to be a burden, right? We can enjoy the people that we work with, and we can look forward to going to work. We also are not afraid to lean into some of the personal side of life. Oftentimes, while people are very successful professionally, just like everybody else, we have challenges at home, or we have challenges with our kids, or in other areas of life. So lead takes a much more holistic approach to executive coaching. We really want our clients not just to win in business, but we want them to win at home with their kids. We want them to win really in all of the areas of life. But what we also have figured out is that these founders tend to be highly visionary. It's a rare gift to be able to take something from nothing and build it into an organization that is profitable. Those same people who are excellent big picture thinkers and are excellent visionaries are not necessarily often gifted as great executives. They may be not very good at creating the systems and the structures that a larger organization requires to have stability. So you don't have to manage what you've made, but the follow-up to that is, but you do have to make sure that what you've made gets managed. So a fair part of what we do with business owners is to help them through that process of transitioning out of the day-to-day operations into more of an owner role and installing an executive who is gifted in areas that they are not. We help them to understand that their gift to the planet is in creation and not management.